Hello, Barbara here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk to you all about how to stop comparing yourself to other people. Now, this is so common, and it's really common nowadays because we've got access to other people's lives, really. It's so easy to see what other people are up to with social media, and it's never been easier than it is now. And if we're not careful, we can fall into the trap of really comparing where we are to where somebody else is and feeling less than. We might feel envious, we might feel jealous, we might feel, how have they done it and we haven't? You might start questioning where you are. You might question your own ability, your own value. If you're not careful, it can all come up. So that's what we want to talk about today. Because again, if we're not careful, you might find that you've got a little bit of a tug of war situation going on where you might genuinely be happy for that person. You might know them, they might be a friend of yours, and you might honestly be really pleased for them. And then all at the same time, you're feeling annoyed at yourself and really frustrated about where you are and how come they've got it and you haven't, and how come they're smashing it out of the park in terms of the business and you're not, and how come they're going on this holiday to this holiday destination and you're not, or there's no sight of that happening. How come they're driving your dream car? And you can find yourself just being stuck in the middle and thinking, actually, I'm really pleased for them, but I'm just not feeling it for myself. So if this is where you are, I have 4 tips for you. So tip number 1 is to spot yourself comparing as it's happening. So spot it in action, if you like. And what you might find is that you start seeing it after the event. So you might compare yourself and then afterwards think, oh, I did that and I didn't realize I was doing it at the time, which is fine, that's perfectly fine, but start raising that self-awareness. You might find that after some time you spot it in motion, that whilst you're in the process of comparing yourself to somebody else, you can see it happening and you can recognize it happening. So that is the first step, to spot it in action. Tip number 2 is to write a list of all the things that you find that you're envious of, or the questions that are coming up as a result of it. So if you find yourself thinking, oh, I love that car, and I really want to go on that holiday, and I want that's the business, my ideal business, and that's the success that I want in my business. Write a list of the things that you're envious of, or that you wish that you had, that this person is experiencing, because that will give you a bit of a shopping list, and that you can add that to your vision board, you can add that to your goal list, and you can start working towards it yourself. Tip number 3 is to thank them for showing you the way. Now, this might be a little bit of a tricky one. You don't have to actually phone them up and thank them, but in your head, you can thank them and think, actually, I'm so pleased that somebody's showing me that it's possible, that I can have all of those things, I can achieve those things because you're actually doing it. And somebody's always got to go first, so it might as well be that person, but they're showing you that all the things that you're wanting is possible, it is out there, it's ready for you to achieve it too. You know that it's possible, so all you need to do is make it happen for you. And by changing your mindset a little bit and reframing it from not from feeling envious, but from feeling grateful, in terms of, actually, I'm so pleased that somebody's been there. If you imagine it to climbing Everest or going to the moon or something, it's difficult for the first person. It's difficult for anybody going before ahead, because nobody's done it before. But actually, this person that you follow has actually paved the way for you, is actually showing you that it is possible. All you have to do is get there too. And the final tip number 4, is to focus on service, because just like that person that you're comparing yourself to is going ahead, you're also going foot first for other people. You're also ahead of other people, and they'll be looking at you, whether you realize it or not. They'll be looking at you and going, oh, my word, look at them, they're doing so well, and I want that, and I want to do well. So focus on service, focus on giving back, focus on serving your clients, focus on serving your team, focus on serving the people around you, and really spreading that wisdom, if you like, of what it's like going ahead. And when you're posting on social media about all the amazing stuff that you've done, focus on actually how other people can get there too, so you're helping other people along the way. So those are my tips for how to stop comparing yourself to others. I would love to hear your comments. So let me know under this video what your experiences are and how it holds you back. And if you've got any tips that you'd like to share with anybody else about how you've got over comparing yourself to other people, then we'd love to hear from you. So I would love to hear all of your comments. And I will see you next week.